Hello, welcome to this update for Oceania. We've kind of quick today, but let's see here what's happening. We have this big cold front across Western Australia that just affected Perth and other areas a few days ago, like you guys noticed, and now it's moving towards Central and Eastern Australia. So this will leave some more rain across South Australia, some gusty winds because of this extratropical cyclone, and also some strong storms across Queensland, possibly Friday into Saturday, like Friday night into Saturday across central to like southern and eastern Queensland. And then Saturday at the same time shows like Friday night in Victoria, New South Wales, some heavy rain, some snow in the mountains too, and some rain and wind in Tasmania. And then gotta watch out for those storms in Queensland. As this goes, more rain across Brisbane as well. By Saturday, shows this this feature still over like Victoria, New South Wales, and the cold front stretches all the way to Queensland still by like Saturday night. And the European has the low pressure center across like 999 millibars, so a pretty strong system. And then Saturday, this kind of weakens a little bit, but the strong cold front races towards New Zealand by Sunday, the 27th, Monday. You'll start impacting New Zealand by Monday, the 28th. So this goes there into Tuesday. So expect a big change in the weather, like in New Zealand, starting Sunday night. And then Tuesday, some more heavy rain, and still rains in New Zealand until August 1st, because as you can see on the 31st, another low pressure in the North Highland with more rain, and the rest is too far out. But for focus on these systems now, because they might be strong with heavy rain. So there's the GFS shows like Thursday today, the 24th. It's already nighttime in Australia, but this goes to Friday there. This actual tropical cyclone south of South Australia, and then Friday into Saturday, there in Victoria, some snow in the mountains, New South Wales, and this front across New South Wales into Queensland, for a few storms in Queensland, and then by like Saturday, the GFS is 993 millibars low pressure over South Australia. So this might produce some strong winds. And then Saturday, this goes, some more rain across eastern Queensland, and still some snow in the mountains there, New South Wales. So be careful in those areas. There's this front now close to burnt pine in New Zealand. So this goes, but this front will kind of break apart before it reaches New Zealand. The real front that will affect is this one from Australia by Monday, the 28th, and Tuesday, the 29th. The GFS is a little bit later. It brings the worst of it by Tuesday, the European by Monday. So be aware. There's the icon to shows like this front in Australia now. It will bring rain to a big portion of Australia, and then be careful the storms in Queensland Friday until Saturday, and more rain across like Brisbane into New South Wales, and the strong winds this goes. And the icon has around like late Monday till Tuesday, like the big part of the front in New Zealand until Wednesday, the 30th. So be careful in those areas and stay safe, especially because of the rain and like gusty wind. There's the European model for the wingers. It already has now Thursday night in some spots of Western Australia and into South Australia as well, some higher gusts, especially near the low pressure center across southern Western Australia. So Thursday, this goes, the winds strengthen even more near the coast of southern and Western Australia and South Australia, and then has some stronger winds through South Australia as well, near Queensland. spots in the Northern Territory. So be careful. Friday, this goes shows some potential gusts near South Australia, even close to 90 km per gust. Spots in southern Western Australia still, and starts picking up in Victoria and Queensland with that cold front in the Northern Territory in Queensland. Shows some strong winds as well. So stay safe. Friday, this goes. And like there's in Victoria to New South Wales, but like Friday night until Saturday, already shows some strongest central Victoria, but the wind starts coming down by Saturday in South Australia. So this goes, but still shows a few moments like New South Wales, South Australia Saturday afternoon. So be careful. This goes and like finally comes down by Sunday and still shows some strong winds offshore because of the cold front. Then this goes towards New Zealand towards Monday the 28th and Tuesday. So already shows some strong winds the South Island, even more than 90 km per gust Monday. And then Tuesday in the North Island shows even strong like across Auckland, more than 60 to 75 km per gust. Further north, close to 93, and those mountains, the South Island, even to like 100 or more. There's the icon has even stronger in the South Island and central spots in the North Island. The GFS a little bit weaker, but similar thing. So Tuesday, this goes and still shows by Wednesday morning the northern part of the North Island and into Waitani. Be careful Wednesday and Thursday there. And then the other system possible Friday, August 1st, is already showing some 91 km per gust, some 78 km per gust, the possible system after this one. So be careful those areas and uh, now it's still Thursday, the 24th. So what I showed you after the 28th is still some days out and will still change. But this front, what I showed you about this front in Australia into New Zealand, this is almost certain. So be careful in those areas. And there's the access to just to compare these winds very quick shows like this goes Thursday to Friday. The access does have some strong winds, like South Australia, spots in the Northern Territory, as this goes, is possible in Tasmania as well, near the coast, New South Wales, and then it goes towards New Zealand. So stay safe in those areas. It does show the accumulation, like until Tuesday the 29th. The excess even like close to 100 millimeters some specific spots in Victoria. It has more rain throughout Queensland and spots South Australia, even to like some 70 millimeters a spot or two. The dry areas are like northwestern Australia and northern Australia, the dry areas, but even shows more rain around Perth, some 18 millimeters next 5 days. So be aware. The European shows across a big portion of Queensland. This rain spots New South Wales into Victoria, even to like 78 millimeters in Victoria. Be careful, even shows like 26 in Perth. So we'll be watching some future cold fronts there. And New Zealand shows more than 100 meters in the northern tip, the European, until the 29th. Does show like some 200 meters the South Island from this front, the European. The GFS is close to like 150 spots in the South Island. The icon is even to like 300, 400 a few spots. It might be exaggerating, but just be careful with possible flooding in a few spots, northern North Island and even burnt pie more areas. So stay safe in those areas. Industrial for Western Australia. This front has just left Western Australia, but still a few lingering showers. This calms down. Expect more of a sunny Friday, maybe a few clouds, and then Saturday another front starts approaching by Sunday. So Sunday the 27th shows another possible front across Perth, southwestern Australia. So maybe not as strong as this last one, but still more rain and storms through Sunday. Still shows some showers Monday, and then it comes down by next week. And later on, by like August, shows a finger or two more in August. So be aware, those areas, the GFS is a similar thing too, especially by Sunday. And the GFS is quite strong this front Sunday, Western Australia. So be aware, some possible gusty winds again. So stay safe in those areas. Does show more showers and storms spots of Oceania, especially Papua New Guinea, the Samoa Islands, like today's Thursday until Friday, the Samoa Islands, more showers and storms, a few ones passing by Samoa, spots in Kiribati, so be aware, the Marshall Islands, the intertropical convergence zone, more showers and storms, and down south, that there's these fronts from those cyclones. So in French Polynesia, it's quite calm now, but shows a front in Mataura, Samoa until like Sunday, and still shows this lingering front. And then later, the Europeans showing by like next Wednesday, the 30th, some more storms, maybe in Tonga, Samoa, and stuff, but that's still far out. So let's see here, just until Tuesday the 29th, 5 days, the European show like some higher accumulations near Matautu, Samoa, spots in Tonga, a few showers in Fiji, nothing crazy, and shows a few light showers in French Polynesia, in Papeete, some 5 millimeters, but in Mataura shows some more, and some southern atolls shows Adamstown, some 10 millimeters, and New Caledonia is quite calm, but a few more showers in Vanuatu, especially the Samoa Islands and Papua New Guinea. More those showers and storms, occasionally heavier some thunderstorms. The GFS in Papua New Guinea as well shows like the European, the Marshall Islands, northern Kiribati, but more showers, occasional storms, other parts of Kiribati. So be careful in those areas and be aware, especially in case of heavier storms and some showers. So the temperatures does show New South Wales to Victoria, spots in New Zealand too. Those colder temperatures today, Thursday night into Friday morning. So be careful, some frost over southern Southeastern Australia, spots in New Zealand, especially the mountains in New Zealand are colder, and these areas like Southeastern Australia. So the show Southwestern Australia too, and this grows because what I showed you is like late evenings. So now it's the early morning. Shows like some -5, some -1 as you wake up on Friday. So be careful. Tasmania spots in New Zealand more cold as well, and so Thursday, this goes Friday during the day, slightly milder, and then Friday night to Saturday doesn't really show cold because still cold, like 7 degrees is cold, but doesn't show too much cold because of the cold front that there's slightly warmer air ahead of the cold front. So this goes, but it gets colder spots southwestern Australia. So Friday night until Saturday, still warm to hot across northern Australia, and then Saturday to Sunday still shows in New Zealand there's some active temperatures, a few spots some -2, spots of 0 degrees. So beware Saturday, Sunday, and then they'll show like southeastern and southwestern Australia, the colder spots, but especially like shows around South Australia, inland Queensland, some very low digits, like 2, 4 degrees. So beware Sunday, Monday, quite hot there in the north, so like 33 degrees, the icon as well, and shows Monday until Tuesday. The icon is showing this areas central New South Wales, possible negative temperatures, the European slightly further east, and shows across Western Australia, even like 1 degree Monday. So beware, and the cold might pick up again Tuesday, the 29th, across southeastern Australia. So be careful, spots in Tasmania too, and even showing like 0 degrees northern territory, northern or southern Northern Territory, and northern South Australia, spots Western Australia. So the GFS is kind of similar, but shows more over Southeastern Australia. So Tuesday, Wednesday, still cold the interior of Australia and hot in the far north there. This is by like Thursday the 31st, the mountains in New Zealand too. The North Island slightly better, because I have of another system, but that shows Southeastern Australia colder. So be aware those areas and always be careful with frost, things like that. And here's the snow potential does show until Sunday in South Australia, next 3 days, Victoria on 16 centimeters, 19 to 20, New South Wales on the European. The GFS is just 7 centimeters. There's the icon to like 14 centimeters. It shows in Tasmania some 4 centimeters as well. So be aware, shows in New Zealand some 7 centimeters already. And if I put this until Wednesday the 30th, already shows more in New Zealand on some specific peaks there, especially if you went to like 56 centimeters. Does show slightly more in New South Wales until Wednesday. The European is showing snow in southwestern Australia still to like some 3 centimeters, 1 centimeter by like the end of next weekend to next week. The GFS nothing, Western Australia, the icon nothing, and the excess just like zero point 0.4 in Western Australia. So it's mainly the European that's showing that. But if it shows that, it means that it will be cold. So be careful. And here there's the Canadian model too, shows this system. It goes even down to like 990 millibars near South Australia. And then this goes. So be careful in those areas. Just coming back to the European model, shows this temperature slightly above average ahead of the cold, ahead of the front, and does show those much below average temperatures Central Western Australia Friday, Saturday as this goes, and still showing by like next Monday, Tuesday, some much below average temperatures there. So be aware those areas and we'll monitor these systems. So stay safe. The image of the day is this crazy lightning strike from a storm I saw yesterday. It was like so loud and very close. So yeah, stay safe.